What's up, everybody? We are talking the classics, the classic beer. Every now and then, last year I was doing it, and I want to bring that back. I want to bring out a classic beer. Let's go to it. This right here is Alesmith Brewing Company out of SD, San Diego. This is their barrel-aged stout, their Speedway stout. And so what I want to do with classic beers, whether craft beer, sometimes you might see me pop open a couple non-craft beers on here, is just to talk about, for people who have been in it in a long time, just what it feels like to revisit something, and remember the time that we had it for the first time. Whether it's Lagunitas, whether it's Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, whether it's maybe in other half beers, because if you've been in a while, some of these breweries are hitting that 10-year mark, and it's crazy to think that Cellarmaker or Other Half or, Treehouse and Trillium, they've been around for a decade. And craft beer looks very different today. And so I love my stouts. I love my barrel-aged stouts. And I remember getting this beer, and I'm walking away from the camera, going in my little shelf over here, stepping away from the camera. This beer for me, along with Vietnamese barrel-aged Speedway, was a beer that I had to have, and we get away from that, and so this beer, I picked it up. And it's more available now than it was when I first got into craft beer 10 years ago. It looks amazing. As you can see, looks amazing. It pours amazing. Nice head. It smells like coffee. Pause. And no, I'm not drunk, just tripped over. But anyways, yeah, this smells amazing. This looks amazing, and yeah, we're just gonna get into it. But as far as the smelling notes, it smells like chocolate. It has some vanilla notes into it. Not too heavy on. It doesn't smell like a bourbon barrel aged stout, but it does smell like chocolate and vanilla, and it does have some roasty coffee notes as well. But I know coffee's not in this. So let's have at it. Cheers. You know what's crazy? This tastes like the first time. Like, this is a really good barrel-aged stout. And what's crazy, and they were one of the first ones that were doing like the Grand Prix Day and having different flavors, right? Like, they were, at least to me, one of the first breweries that were a known brewery at that time doing variants of their beer. You had them, you had Abraxas, you had a couple others, but I remember them being like one of those breweries that you had to get like all the flavors or go to the taster room. And this tastes like the first time. This is chocolate. This is vanilla. What's crazy is there is some roastiness to this, like it has coffee, but this is not a coffee variant. I'm getting a little bit of like a little fruit, not like infected, but like not a fruit, like a port wine. Like it has some like very port wine flavors as well to this. This is 12%, so not too crazy, not the 16-17% that you see. This is like perfect for a nightcap beer, especially in those winter months. And this is like really, really good. And it doesn't taste too far off from what I remember. And I talk about that with people all the time, is Did our taste change? Did our expectations change? Did we get spoiled? I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. That we, as craft beer drinkers, especially who've been in it, we taste so much amazing stuff, especially if you're in California, or in Ohio, or in Oregon, or in Washington, or in New York, or in Pennsylvania, or in Massachusetts, or or Texas. Like, there's just so much great beer. And I'm not, Florida. There's almost every state in this country has like a great craft beer, some more than others. And Colorado, I don't want to leave nobody out. Now I'm thinking like I don't want to leave nobody out, but this beer just reminds me of what it felt like to get into it and chase and trade. And I'm not too heavy into that now, and I'll do another video talking about that later. But no, this is a great beer, and I hope that beers like this are still something that people look forward to drinking. I know people buy it, but like, this is really, really good. And I wish I got more, but I have too much other stuff to drink. So this is a great beer by a great brewery out in San Diego. So if you don't know about them, or you're in SoCal, or you're going to San Diego, stop by Alesmith. Beautiful facility in San Diego. A must go when we go. So yes. So anyways, great beer, great brewery. Feels like the first time. Leave in the comments about your brewery that's nostalgic for you, and let me know. Until next time, you guys take care. Peace and love. 100.